Another thing I'm against, global warming. Not the just general notion, but the fact that you can say that if I pay Al Gore money, that's going to stop global warming. And I understand you do have years where the planet's a little more hot. You have years where the planet's a little more cool. But even if you agree with global warming, hook, line, and sinker, which I definitely don't, because, I mean, was it global warming when fire rained down from the sky and destroyed Sodom? Should I pay Al Gore money for that? But Kurt Nimmo, Don Salazar, and Kit Daniels have a series of articles in the recent days. Global warming, Lake Superior will freeze over this winter. And Kurt Nimmo points out here, how can you explain record cold temperatures? Well, global warming has paused, according to warmist scientists. So instead of being alarmist, they're warmist scientists, which is exactly right. We see record cold temperatures all over the United States. When we went to the Super Bowl in New Jersey, guys had to dig out the stadium. They did a pretty good job. Kudos to you guys who had to do that work. They had to dig out the stadium because of record snowfalls, record cold temperatures, ice-breaking ships getting stuck in ice. Our Austin police chief, Art Acevedo, telling people not to drive here in the city of Austin because the city's streets were so slick. So all these things somehow equates to global warming. And even if it was the flip side, if it was, record hot temperatures, what would Payne, the camp of Al Gore and others do these things, to fix these things? Because whether it's pollution, and a lot of people say, well, don't you believe in pollution? Like, yeah, we do have a pollution problem, but saying because I pay the camp of Al Gore, money is going to stop pollution, that doesn't do anything. That just puts money into the pocket of Al Gore. If you gave $1 billion right now to Al Gore, how would he stop global warming? I mean, is he going to stop the snow from falling? Is he going to stop these ice-breaking ships from getting stuck in ice? Is he going to stop our police chief from here in Austin, Texas, from sending out tweets talking about it's so cold, don't drive on the streets? Is he going to do any of that? I guess that goes completely against what he was saying. And another thing, speaking on this global warming issue, we have this by Kit Daniels and Don Salazar. Panic shoppers fight over food ahead of the snowpocalypse. Now, this is just more of the same that we were just talking about. Record snowfalls, record cold temperatures, and this is Atlanta. These are bare shelves that you can see on the shelves in Atlanta. People fighting over food. There's not enough. And this is just a pretense of what's coming to this country, because if you have record snowfalls, if you have some type of civil emergency, I mean, what are you going to do? If you're not prepared, you need to get prepared. And at very least, have some cheese crackers and, a case of bottled water. But if you want to be more prepared, you can go to InfoWars Shop and check out My Patriot Supply. There's some great products there to get yourself prepared, and also other things you can use, such as life straws, when you encounter those situations. And for our last story of the night, a man brazenly breaks into a LAPD cruiser, and this is what happened.
Next thing I hear is, I love Jesus Christ, and I hear a smash. I look back, and it's a guy smashing the windows of the cop car that I was standing right next to.
I saw the whole thing.
Not that the guy dressed as Superman did anything to stop this crime in progress.
Your classic media spin, make it a joke, funny, ha-ha. Let's all laugh at Superman because he didn't jump in and save the day. I'm not concerned about Superman, some guy dressed up like Superman. You know what I'm concerned about? The response of the police to get there in the first place, which shows that if it was happening to you, I don't think you'd be able to stop that guy unless you had the proper means to defend yourself. But not only that, this guy committed a crime in broad daylight. But you know who commits crimes every day? The Federal Reserve, the TSA, the NSA. They can check your phone records. They can patch down your body, molest you. They can reduce your currency value with quantitative easing. These things happen every day, and nobody wants to talk about that. I wish somebody would. I don't care if he's dressed up as Superman or not. These are the real things that need to be addressed, not some guy not jumping up and helping the people. And then you saw they sent half a SWAT team to end the situation at the end anyway. Well, that's it for this segment of the InfoWars Nightly News, but stay tuned because after this break, we'll switch from the crashing glass of a police cruiser to the crashing marketplace. Paul Craig Roberts will be talking about the parallels between the stock market crash of old and what the stock market looks like today. He talked about that on the Alex Jones radio show. And I'll be talking to Pastor Steven Anderson. You guys know him. He's the Patriot pastor. He does not like his rights being violated at these unconstitutional checkpoints. And another thing he doesn't like is this demonic media being pushed out to our children and our friends and family. So he'll be talking to me about that right after these coming breaks. But first, if you like this broadcast and you'd like to see it continue, stop by prisonplanet.tv. You can get yourself a free trial. You can also get the Alex Jones Show, the nightly news, the special reports, the rants, the movies, all that right there on prisonplanet.tv. So stay tuned after this break for more special reports.
Many anthropologists and archaeologists believe that before man even discovered the power to harness and use fire, we were involved in agrarian activities. That is, taking the seeds of plants and then replanting them to produce more. The very foundation of our modern civilization and human culture is centered around the planting and cultivation of edible plants.
Here are some of the amazing deals at InfoWars Seed Center at InfoWarsShop.com.
The Survival Seed Vault by My Patriot Supply features only the finest survival heirloom seeds for a robust and hardy garden, even in the toughest times. We also have starter varieties of the deluxe seed packages for fruit, salad, salsa, peppers, medical herbs, and more.
Go to the InfoWars Seed Center at InfoWarsShop.com.
And remember, the revolution against tyranny is growing. Many anthropologists